Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Now let's talk about Big Brother Naija. First off, I'm gonna say a very big happy birthday to Prince. Yes, Prince Nelson Ewerem. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday to the multi-talented young man that is causing wahala in the Big Brother house. I do not know where to start. I do not know which one to say. At this point, I'm gonna say they should change the name of this Big Brother to Big Brother Entanglement. Big Brother Ndenwunyedi. That is Big Brother for co-wives, because I do not understand what is happening. On one hand, I'm with Ozo. The other hand, there is Wathoni. The other hand, there is Nengi. The other one, there is Dorathy. I don't even know. Brighto. Brighto mba. Which kind of man is Brighto? Because he will tell the girls, play hard to get, leave. Oh, where am I to start now? Okay, let me just start from what I feel is the beginning. So after the party now, I don't know what exactly happened in the party, but after the party was great, they had fun. DJ Big N did a good job. Even Oxalade, if I'm not mistaken, that's his name. He came to perform. Maybe he was just there for like a minute or two, I don't know, but yeah, it was really great. I enjoyed the party. DJ Big N brought the roof down. It was really cool. So after the party now, everybody was now wishing Prince happy birthday, and Dorathy was now the one that Prince gave the charge to cut the cakes and all that. And I noticed Nengi was like always around Prince, holding him and all that. So and I figured later that she was actually tipsy and all that. Okay, fine. So as they were now, everybody was now saying a word or two about Prince, how good he is and everything, Then the camera now, went from the dining area to the room. That was where I saw our evangelist Brighto doing his usual work, instigating. And Tolanibaj was there too, and she was not in a good mood. She was in the mood of scatter and conquer. She was in the mood of Indaboski Bahose. She was in the mood of if I move you, if you move, I move you. She was in the mood of Egugu, be careful. That kind of mood, that kind of red mood, like if you touch her, if you do anyhow, you will see anyhow. Baby girl was boiling. I'm sure if they have cooked beans on top of her head, that beans wouldn't take like 2 minutes and it's done. Yes. Anyways, people of God, that was where they started talking, Tolanibaj was like, oh, no. She's going to shun that person. She will not talk to that person. She will let this person know that, she has issues with this person. That how can this person be talking to her and also be flirting with some other girls? I'm like, who is this person, Bikon? Who is this person? Because I don't know that there was a relationship with Tolanibaj and any other person in this house. That was how Brighto was like, oh, just ignore. Tolanibaj was like, what? Ignore, okay. I'm not going to ignore. Ignoring is not enough. I've done that for the past 2 days, and he will still come and he will still flirt with me. As they were talking now, that's how I got to know that it was actually Prince. I was like, hey, when did Prince start having a relationship with Tolanibaj? How? When? Where did it happen? Did Kayode not show us? Or is this a budding relationship that is spiritual? Because I do not understand. Anyways, according to how that Prince has been flirting with her, come and maybe whisper some sweet nothings to her ears and all that. And Brighto kept asking her a question, did he ask you out? And she was like, no. And I'm in my mind like, what's the fuss about? Man no ask you out. You are not dating him. So because man smiled at you, they probably danced with you. So obviously in your head, you are dating him. That was how she was like, she no go gree or she no go gree. The next thing, Kayode chief camera. That's how we saw Prince. Okay, he was crying, and at some point he now started that beanbag. Wathoni was there with him again with her own wahala. What was Wathoni doing? She was not like, that she knows Prince has a target in the house. There are like 3 of them. I'm like, hey, association of Ndemunyedi, association of co-wives. Again, hey, Prince is now the second King Solomon. Yeah. That was not like, oh, the Prince should answer who is his main target, where is he moving to, which direction is he moving to, and they were there, and Prince was not saying anything. Man just cried because of his birthday. You people will not let the man rest, though. They were just there. As they were there now, Tolanibaj came out, probably with all the fury, dragon lady fury, and came to see that somebody is there wanting to chance me. That was how Tolanibaj starts with them there. On one hand, there is Wathoni sitting in there with her yellow dress. On the other hand, there is Tolanibaj sitting there with her pink dress, with cake in her hand. She was even feeding. He was even feeding Prince. Even when Wathoni wanted to take from her plate or took cake from her plate, the kind of eye she gave Wathoni. At some point, they started, talking. At some point, Wathoni was like, you know what? Do you think should I give you guys space? And people of God, see the answer. The response that that Tolanibaj gave her. Tolanibaj was like, is it now that you are realizing it? I'm like, hey, baby. That was how Wathoni, JJ, respect herself and left. Okay, Ngwano, Wathoni has left. Ngwano, drop the bomb you were. Drop the news you were about to drop. Hey, Mbano. You see this thing? When I told you people, love will make you do crazy things. That was how love shut the mouth of my sister, Tolanibaj. She was not doing, oh, no. At the end of the day, Prince was like, okay, tell me what it is you want to tell me. She said, oh, I can't tell you because I came and I saw your mood. And the next thing, baby girl was possessing her possession in the land of the living. Let's just leave it like that, though. She was possessing her possession. At the end of the day, Prince was like, because, it's not as if I'm leading you on. You're still my friend. Even though you don't want to talk to me, I'll still talk to you. I'll still seek you out. She was just smiling. Tolanibaj, I have a message for you. It is not good for one to pretend. How can you want to eat fried rice and chicken? And fried rice and chicken is in your presence. And you said, it's fried rice and chicken you want to eat. It's there. Instead of you to say, okay, it is fried rice and chicken I want to eat. You are not there, pretending as if it's beans and yam you want to eat. Ha! Tolanibaj, use your tongue and count your teeth. Because Bright, even though he's the instigator, kept telling her, you are in love. She said, I ain't in love. Love. I am not in love. Anyways, that is part 1, scene 1, act 2. Ha! Let us move over to part 2. There, the other side, we now saw Dora and Katrina. Dora was pissed. She was even taking some alcohol to chill her system. Apparently, there's something that Ozo did that we were not privy to. Katrina was not trying to tell her that it's you, that the way Ozo dances with other people is different, the way he dances with you and all that, And I think Lucy came in and talked about somebody else. Well, I don't even know who the person is anyways, but let's leave that one. The another part, we now saw Katrina talking with Ozo. Oh, what? When Katrina was now talking with Ozo, Praise was now passing, telling Katrina he wants to go and sleep. Hey, Katrina was now like, wait up for me. I'm going to join you. People of God, if you know you want to stay awake, you are free to stay awake and watch, because let there be no fellowshipping part 2, because oh Lord, the Lord is good all the time. Let's continue with our gist, because so Katrina was now like telling Ozo that Nengi is using you. I, as a woman, I see these things, I know these things. Nengi is using you, and they started talking about the whole Ozo and the whole thing that happened during the last eviction show, how it got to Dora. Then Ozo now explained that the thing is that actually Dora walked out on him and banged the door because she doesn't believe that he's over Nengi, that he is actually over Nengi. But that doesn't mean he's gonna treat her in any type of bad way. That what really caused this issue was because he went to Tochi took Nengi to the restroom because she was vomiting, because I think she drank too much. So now asked her. He now went to help after he got the water, and then when they took Nengi to the bed, Tochi now said, okay, he now told Tochi to get a big bag in case she wakes up and wants to throw up, so she can find something to throw up on and all that. And even though she disagreed, that back and forth, that kind of thing. And also what am I even saying? Also, I went ahead to say that the reason he did something that he would just do for any other person, except for Dora, he will go the extra mile now for he will stay there and be with her. That's how much he cares about her. But at the same way, he doesn't want to like spoil any relationship with any of the housemates. And that was where Katrina dropped it for him. You see, no girl will be worked up about things like this, like Dora is, if she does not have feelings for you. That Nengi is using you, and you have to beat her at her own game. In fact, she actually made a deal with Ozo that he has to like let Nengi know that you see this game you're playing, I know this game very well. That Ozo is too good of a guy. He's a family person, family oriented. He's too good of a guy, to go through all that. That Dora, he should find a way to like gain his prestige and Dora's trust and all that. That Dora actually do like him. That even though he might not feel the same way, but that's the truth. No woman will get worked up, about that. If you do not, or if she doesn't have any feelings for you, which I do agree. On the other end, we still see, ladies are in that house are really not cool with Dorathy. Sorry, and really not cool with Nengi. Point blank. I told you guys, somehow they're going to be seeing all these moves. Now, Wathoni is also pissed at Nengi low-key because she feels that Nengi took her last card. She was telling this to Bright O. Yes, Bright O was just going everywhere, planting seed of discourse in everybody's relationship. I think the only person he hasn't got really talked about, maybe Lucy or maybe Eric, I don't know. So while what's his name, Bright O was trying to let her know to forget about was it Prince or Kidwire, and she was like, oh, that Kidwire is a flirt, but for Prince, that who does Bright O know that she has forgotten about him and all that. That after telling Nengi that, oh, that I like this guy, Nengi now went to poach him, that Nengi took her last card, that she's a straightforward person. She's not that kind of a person that viewers are really going to be seeing what will happen in the house, that her best friend that is handling her Instagram page will actually see, have a lot to tell her. I'm like, okay, there's going to be some trouble brewing in that house. See this thing we are saying, all peaceful. Ha! Pepper them, the thing was they were very outspoken with their feelings. But this one that is just growing and growing here is going to be wonderful when the drama happens. In the other room, there lies Erica. Erica is still pissed at Nengi. She said that Nengi is her friend, that she's known even before the house, that Nengi gossiped about her, which later Dora was like, oh no, that it wasn't her she was talking about, it was another girl that didn't make it to the house and all that. Dora also is pissed at Nengi. She repeated the same thing she said later before in the afternoon. She said that Nengi has a way of wanting to compete that she doesn't understand. Okay, she also cited the incident when they had that wig, when the guys were wearing those wigs, and I think it was Tricky T or who that asked her if she has more wigs, and she went in to get 2 more wigs, and before she turned, when Nengi now went to bring like 3, she now said, it's because she doesn't want to open her box. That if she opens her box, that Nengi will get tired, and she said she doesn't understand, why you'll be low-key angry with someone, why you'll be low-key, wanting to be the center of attention, that if they're talking about somebody, that Nengi will just want to make it all about her, that she doesn't understand that kind of, attitude. And Erica was like, oh, I thought you were cool with Nengi. She said, yeah, but that's like fake kind of cool that Nengi is with her, that she's too happy to start putting herself into that. But she actually used the B word. She actually referred to Nengi with the B word. Yes, she did. Erica, on her own part, feels that Nengi, she talked about after having that talk with Nengi, and Nengi was like, that Friday that she had that talk, or that Saturday that she had that talk with Nengi, and Nengi was like, oh, that is because you are always with Kidwire, that's why. And then later she now sees Nengi still acting that kind of way with her. See, Erica is really not happy that the way Nengi is going about with Kidwire, I'm gonna tell you, and she just feel like Nengi is not being straightforward, that she's not being a good friend and all that. Also Wathoni is still not happy with Wathoni is not happy with Erica. She also cited an incident. I think she was cooking and she asked Erica to help her turn off the tap in the kitchen, and Erica did not. She did not even do as if she heard her. And then the next thing that Erica didn't do it, and then Erica snapped at her. Erica also cited the same incident like 2 minutes after. Now said she doesn't know what Wathoni has against her, that she was there, gisting with someone, and Wathoni told her about the Pando pot, and she nodded her head. According to her, that she nodded her head, but as she was waiting, the next thing Wathoni just came and put off the tab, said she would do it herself, then started saying, oh, this house, blah, 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 and she was like, what is going on, and Wathoni now said, I was talking to you, you did not say anything. She now said, even if I didn't say anything, that doesn't cause for you to overreact like that, but you know what, she's gonna let it go. So people of God, it's been a wonderful ride. I'm just trying to summarize all the things that have been happening. Or am I even going to talk about what's his name? Brighto, that was giving people bad advice all over the place, telling Lekon that he should go and kiss what's her name? Erica goodnight. I'm like, Lekon, whatever you do not follow Brighto's advice, because I see his own strategy is to divide and conquer. Oga instigator, that is who he is. Now, the whole thing now is no longer the triangle between Ozo and Dorathy and Nengi. We have a square with Wathoni, Tolanibaj, Nengi, and Prince. We also have a triangle with Wathoni and Wathoni and Nengi and Kidwire and Erica. Yeah. These are the squares and triangles we have in the Big Brother house. I just hope that later today or during the eviction show, Ebuka will break some tables. I really, 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 really hope so. But the way it is, a lot of ladies are really not happy with Nengi. They feel she's manipulative. They feel she's a user. And it's gonna go down. That's all I know. I just hope that Ebuka asks Katrina about her discussion with Ozo and her discussion in the garden with Dorathy and Lucy. I just hope it comes out, because it's gonna be one interesting thing. Because it's high time they say it out so that everybody will know. Like, let the girl know that is it, and Tolanibaj said something. She said she has a lot of gist about some people in the house that they don't even know that she has their gist. I'm like, hey, it's gonna be a wonderful something. Imagine Tolanibaj and Nengi actually going head to head for Prince. That is the drama I want. Or Nengi versus Dorathy, or Nengi versus Erica. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be something to look forward to. So that's about it from me, people of God. Thank you so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Till I come your way again, I remain your girl, Azin Williams. Have yourselves a beautiful day ahead. Bye, guys.